I hate politics. I hate politicians. Going to vote seems like such a waste of time. And corruption, gee whiz, with Jeff Shaw in The Age recently, and the whole Metro and the Mikey disaster here in Victoria. Where is the accountability? Can we please be adults and get some work done? So let's get rid of this ridiculous current system. Let's get rid of the political hot potatoes. Get rid of crossbenchers making all the big decisions for this country. No more Clive Palmer, no more Stephen Conroys and the entire crossbench. Let's get rid of hospitals being put in marginal seats, infrastructure done in marginal seats just to win votes. Let's get rid of the money in politics altogether. Let's make it open and accountable and for the people, by the people. Do you really want Bob Day and Ricky Muir making decisions about this country? As they're in the crossbench in the Senate, they are in the thick of decision making. I don't mind one as level-headed as Nick Xenophone in that decision-making seat. But some of the loose cannons that are in there, they got in there with less than 1% of the vote. And I really struggle to understand how we can really trust our future to them. My name is Craig Lambie, and I truly believe in your ability to make a decision over and above the vested interests of the big parties. I truly believe in your ability to make a decision over the random interest groups that get put in the Senate, on the preference deals done in the back rooms of pre-election time. And I believe in your ability to make a decision over the politicians that are paid to get elected by interest groups like big business and unions and other special interest groups. So I invite you, that's right, you, to believe in you too. The way that this happens is called a citizen's jury. You be heard, you know your voice is heard on the issues you care about by people that want the same thing as you, the best outcome for society, by serving their own interests, but they won't have any vested interests. No more buying votes, fighting to get re-elected, no more lining up at the polling booth once every 3 to 4 years to throw your vote away on a safe seat. Politicians won't need funding to get re-elected. They can fight for their community as a leader of the community. Big businesses can fight for what they want out in the open. No more political donations, no more paying $50,000 to sit at the table with the Prime Minister. No more ministers with no experience and no education in the areas, no expertise making decisions that they shouldn't be making. No more political-based decisions on things like science and religion, climate change, mining, resources, rent taxes, taxes in general. No more expensive reviews where only like 4 out of 150 or more recommendations get implemented. Remember the Henry Tax Review, anyone? No more getting millions of dollar studies done just to throw them out after the next election. Melbourne 2030, anyone? No more short-termism to win the next election, the next vote, to keep the media happy and excited for a day. No more bowing to opinion and the big media moguls as it sways with the media. No more cronyism for government contracts. No more squeaky wheels getting the money. No more loudest voices or biggest bullies getting their way. People will fight for what they believe in, get a fair hearing, and the people will decide if that is what they want. Time to hear the facts and make decisions for the short, medium and long term based on those facts. Time to decide what type of country we live in. It's time to be proud of the country we live in. The things we could achieve if we work together to achieve them, it'd be amazing. It's simple decision making. It's cheaper than the current system. It's more effective than the current system. And the research by the New Democracy Foundation has shown how sensible the outcomes are. So make sure your vote counts on the issues that you really care about. A juror will be randomly selected, will be a large enough group to cover the entire population representatively. That's 20% from each of the socio-economic groups, from the lowest to the highest. Attendance is voluntary, but if you don't volunteer and you don't like the decision, you have no right to complain. The jury decision is final. The politicians' jobs would be to implement the plan. Would you sit on that jury? I invite you to volunteer to be on the jury. There is no obligation to sit. No one is forcing you to. At the moment, decisions are not final. It is not the law yet. But if you sign up and ask your learned friends and colleagues to sign up, then we could have a jury pool ready in the wings when the politicians decided it's time to implement. Just sign up to qualify. That's it. Unless you ask, you won't be bothered again. The grace of the citizens' jury system is that you don't have to participate until you are asked or you want to present something to the jury. If you are active and care about this, then join the discussion on the who and the how and what a citizens' jury should consist of. Just tick the box when you fill in the form. I thank you for your time. I look forward to the democratic evolution that is required to make politics less loud voices and more people and outcome based.